Tomorrow is Adrien Brody's birthday, and I'll be at the Holocaust Museum, which I think is a kind of fitting tribute to him. Today I decided to watch The Pianist. I saw it like right after he won the Oscar for the film. I saw it when I was about 16, I think, and it made me want to start researching and writing a Holocaust story, which for a 16-year-old in high school, it's a weird life choice. I went to the Holocaust Museum with my dad and my granddad. Fast forward to last year, and my friends Tara and Amber invited me to join this role-playing game, and they wanted me to play a character that looked like Adrien Brody. But I was like, oh yeah, I would love to play Adrien Brody. So I joined this game, and because I joined the game, I rented The Pianist again, and I hadn't seen it since I was 16. And I remembered there's this story that I had decided to write because of The Pianist, and the main character in the story is very much based on Adrien Brody, even though he might not want to do another Holocaust-related story. I'm writing him one anyway. And I've been role-playing this character for a year now, and it keeps bringing it back, but because I started role-playing, I remembered this story, and I wish I could find it, but I think I threw out whatever notebook it was in. I started thinking about it again last year, and I was just like, you know, I really think that this is a good idea. It's kind of a taboo subject. I decided, you know, I'm gonna just start it over again, because a lot of the thoughts are still in my head. I bought The Pianist. Soon after I bought it, I bought the book, The Pianist. I'm a pianist. He looked at me more closely and with obvious suspicion. Then his glance fell on the floor, leading from the kitchen to the other rooms. An idea seemed to have struck him. Come with me, will you? We went into the next room, which had obviously been the dining room, and then into the room beyond it, where a piano stood by the wall. The officer pointed to the instrument. Play something. Hadn't it occurred to him that the sound of the piano would instantly attract all the SS men in the vicinity? I looked inquiringly at him and did not move. He obviously sensed my fears, since he added reassuringly, It's all right, you can play. If anyone comes, you hide in the larder, and I'll say it was me trying the instrument out. When I placed my fingers on the keyboard, they shook. So this time, for a change, I had to buy my life by playing the piano. I hadn't practiced for 2.5 years. My fingers were stiff and covered with a thick layer of dirt, and I had not cut my nails since the fire in the building where I was hiding. Moreover, the piano was in a room without any window panes, so its action was swollen by the lamp and resisted the pressure of the keys. I played Chopin's Nocturne in C-sharp minor. The glossy tinkling sound of the untuned strings rang through the empty flat and the stairway, floated through the ruins of the villa on the other side of the street, and returned as a muted, melancholy echo. When I had finished, the silence seemed even gloomier and more eerie than before. A cat mewed in a street somewhere. I heard a shot down below outside the building, a harsh, loud German noise. The officer looked at me in silence. After a while he sighed and muttered, All the same, you shouldn't stay here. I'll take you out to the city, to a village. You'll be safer there. I shook my head. I can't leave this place, I said firmly. Only now did he seem to understand my real reason for hiding among the ruins. He started nervously. You're Jewish? He asked. Yes. He had been standing with his arms crossed over his chest. He now unfolded them and sat down in the armchair by the piano, as if this discovery called for lengthy reflection. Yes, well, he murmured. In that case, I see you really can't leave. He appeared to be deep in thought again for some time, and then turned to me with another question. Where are you hiding? In the attic. Show me what it's like up there. We went upstairs. He inspected the attic with a careful and expert eye. In so doing, he discovered something I had not yet noticed. A kind of extra floor above it, a loft made of boards under the roof valley and directly above the entrance to the attic itself. At first glance she hardly noticed it because the light was so dim there. The officer said he thought I should hide in this loft, and he helped me look for a ladder in the flats below. Once I was up in the loft, I must put the ladder up after me. When we had discussed this plan and put it into action, he asked if I had anything to eat. No, I said. After all, he had taken me unawares while I was searching for supplies. Well, never mind, he added hastily, as if ashamed in retrospect of his surprise attack. I'll bring you some food. I went to the Holocaust Museum back, I think it was May, by myself. I'd never gone to a museum by myself before. My sister thought I was crazy. And I went through the exhibit by myself that I hadn't been to since I was 16. Like, a week later, I had applied to volunteer there, and I've been volunteering there for a year now. And it's all because of The Pianist and because of Adrien Brody that I'm doing what I'm doing and that I'm so interested in this period of history. I've gotten really nerdy interested in everything that's happened. He's my favorite actor. That's part of why he's my favorite actor, is he inspires me to do good things. Happy birthday, Adrien Brody.